Hello, faithful friends of the internet. Today, I am going to do something that I don't do anymore. And I'm going to review a Bible. And I know some of you are going to be like, is Jason coming back to Bible reviews? And the answer to that is no. But occasionally there is going to be a product that makes an impact on my life that I want to share with you, or there's going to be something that comes along that I think is worth my time to make a video about. And today, I've got one of those things for you. And it is none other than the ESV Scripture Journal. But not just any old ESV Scripture Journal, because you guys know that I love these, you know that I think they're cool, you know that I've talked about these before. We've done reviews on these in the past, but in one of those reviews, I said this. I will say, if they want to take this to the next level, if these were all like moleskin style, hello, do you hear me? Moleskin style, that'd be next level. And when I said that, I didn't realize how much power my influence had. I didn't realize that when I speak, it wields authority that makes the Bible publishers say, yes, we will do that. And so I spoke and I took dominion over Crossway Publishing, and they came out with the ESV Scripture Journal hardcover set. That's the jingle for this product. Now listen, I want to say this up front. This is a limited edition is what is printed on the website or what's published on the website. I don't have any insight into what limited edition means. Limited edition could mean not the same as the normal ESV Scripture Journals. Or limited edition could mean go buy it now because it's going to vanish. So I'm going to drop a link to these in the description below. I'll also drop a link to these. I'll also drop a link to the Old Testament set, and I'll also drop a link to the illuminated set, which is it's got illustrations and stuff in it. I think it's called the illuminated set. It could be called the illustrated set, which actually makes more sense. So let's talk about these hardcovers. Now, I'm not going to go through everything, but I will give you a sneak peek of it. You can take a look right there on your screen how cool it is. But let's just pull out, let's pick a book. Let's do Matthew. That's the easiest one to grab, right? So let's do Matthew, and we'll look at these compared to one another. The first thing I want to say about the hardcover set is they're not actually hardcover, but they're pretty close to it. They are harder. It's kind of got a soft bend to it. It's not as hard as a moleskin. I don't have a moleskin to compare it to, but I think a moleskin is, or a moleskine, however you pronounce it, I don't know. I think it's moleskin, but it's spelt moleskine. I don't think they have this much bend to them, but, so there's a little bit of flex. You can say a little flex. Flex your muscles. You gotta make it flex. Messages. So there's a little bit of flex, but it's much harder than this. Well, I guess when you hold it like that, it kind of sounds hard. But this is paper. This is just a thick kind of cardstock paper. Now, some people had complained about that with the original ones. I really don't care. I think it's fine. I really abused Ephesians. Oh, I'm making a mess on the ground. Oh no! Oh no! I had really abused Ephesians, so it's not quite as rectangle on the side anymore. I mean, it's been bent open and stuff, but this is the paper cover, and it's still in good condition. I've been through this. I was throwing it around on my desk and stuff. Really not careful with this at all, and I'm happy with it. I taught the entire Ephesians series from this book. I wrote all my notes in here, and this is what I taught from. So I was really happy with it, and the durability factor. But I will say, these are next level. Now, some of the softness is so that they will open flat, and you can see that this still opens pretty nice and flat. This one, you could probably bend back if you wanted to, so you can give it that action, so you get an even more flat opening. The paper is the same, I think. This actually feels a little thicker, maybe a little better. It's a little more creamy. I don't know if you can tell that. In the hardcover, it's a little more creamy. This is a little more white, but not cream like the journaling Bible, which is kind of on that yellowish spectrum. But I really like this. I'll be honest with you. I think these are, if I'm picking, I would pick the hardcover over the soft cover. I'm really impressed with these. This is going to have more longevity to it. This would be great if you want to tie a little, you know, or put a rubber band around it or something, and that way it wasn't flopping open in your notebook or whatever. I mean, I'm just really impressed with this. I would get this set. If you've never bought either one of these, I would go ahead and just get the hardcover set and get a few of them. But the softcover set, still fantastic. Only difference between the two of them is that you might be able to write on the front of this a little bit better, because you could get just a white marker, like a white Sharpie marker or one of the metallic markers, and just write on the front. But I'm super impressed with this. This is the product that they've needed to make. I think this is the most innovative product that they've made in a long time. This is one of the most innovative products to come to journaling Bibles, or Bibles that you write in general. I'm just super impressed with the Scripture Journal set as a whole. And I mean, I'm just, also, as I'm holding this, I'm realizing that if you were teaching the way that I taught Ephesians, and you're teaching through the Scripture and you put your notes in here, this is a really nice hold in the hand. It's got a nice feel to it. Let me grab Ephesians real quick, just because I'm more familiar with Ephesians in terms of dealing with the book. See, now this one, it does feel so small. But I mean, that's really nice. I really like that. I'm super impressed. Super impressed. You need to get these. I'm going to drop links below. We'll do Amazon. We'll do CBD, ChristianBook.com. I think it's CBD. Will there be an Old Testament set like this? That remains to be seen. But as I said in my review of the Old Testament set, I do not think it lives up to the New Testament set. They made some of those books way too thick. They should have broken up some of those into multiple books, and especially like your 1st and 2nd Chronicles, 1st and 2nd Samuel. Those were easy breaks to make where you didn't have these massive books. Psalms probably should be like 5 books. Isaiah should probably be 4 books. Jeremiah should probably be 4 books. They probably should have split quite a few of those books up. Genesis should probably be smaller, because these work better. This is about the maximum thickness. I think Luke is the thickest one. And yeah, this is probably about as thick as you can go, with it still being super usable the way it's intended to be used. You want it to lay flat. You want to have all of that writing space uninterrupted, which is the problem with most wide margin Bibles, is somehow they make it somewhere where you can't write on them. But yeah, I'm super impressed with this, super impressed with this, I'm super impressed with this, I'm super impressed with this. So there's a link in the description below. I am still on a little bit of a break, but I will be back soon with consistent videos. I'm finishing up some projects that I wanted to start working on while I was in my break. I'm building cabinets. But once those are done, hopefully in the next few days, we're going to be back at it. I've had a weird week. I actually taught a lot this week, even though I'm not on YouTube. So I was like, I'm doing like 3 different trainings this week. I've got to do the 3rd one tonight, so that'll also be over. So just crazy, the amount of stuff that I've had going on, considering I'm on a break. Also, one other thing is I'm going to change my customary ending, because I'm going to start posting these videos on more than YouTube. That's right, Facebook, Instagram. I'm going to start putting these videos all over the place, because I'm trying to reach as many people as I can with the gospel of grace and help as many people as I can experience grace for life through Jesus Christ. So I don't know what my new ending's going to be, but until then, I'll see you in the next video. In the next video!